Hello and welcome to Kinboshi Sumo, an outlet where we cover the time-honored art of two large men striking one another in an extremely particular and particularly entertaining fashion, and today we have exciting news because it's Banzuke Day! Late Sunday night, where I'm at anyway, the Banzuke rankings for the upcoming Basho were released, meaning it's time to take a look at who's up, who's down, and who's positioned for a big run in the upcoming tournament. So without further ado, let's get into it! Of course, Mitakeumi made Ozeki, Wakataka Kage made a return to Sanyaku at a career-high Sekiwake, and the Mongolian young gun Hoshoryu is making a Sanyaku debut at Komusubi. All very impressive, but hands down the story of Sanyaku is the continued meteoric rise of Abi, the former bad boy of sumo, now Sekiwake. After his 3-tournament ban at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021 for violating COVID protocols, Abi has racked up a preposterous 62-12 record, earned 2 divisional promotions, which admittedly only happened because of his subsequent demotions due to the ban, but it's still impressive. He won a Juryo Yusho, a Fighting Spirit prize, and an Outstanding Performance prize in Makuuchi, and topped it all off with a Kinboshi over Yokozuna Terunofuji last Basho. Thus far, his Oshidashi pushing and thrusting has been electric, but he may now need to diversify his techniques if he hopes to continue the push up the Banzuke to Ozeki and beyond. However, as meteoric as Abi's rise was, he didn't actually rise the highest of any Rikishi this Banzuke. That title falls to the sumo blue blood Kotono Waka, who rose 8 rankings to Maegashira 6. After injuries derailed him last season, Kotono Waka finally looked healthy again last Basho and was rewarded with 11 wins and a Kantosho Fighting Spirit prize. If he can stay healthy, the 24-year-old should be pushing for Sanyaku again this year. Fighting at a new career high of Maegashira 5, the 32-year-old veteran ball of muscle Ishiura will try to recapture the magic of his 11-4 record from January. He's never been tested this high up the Banzuke, so it'll be exciting to see how he fares against the top-ranked Rikishi. Hopefully the bigger they are, the harder they really do fall for Ishiura's sake. It wasn't all roses for everyone though, as some Rikishi will be looking to bounce back this Basho after some dismal falls. A back injury hampered Meisei for all of January, and it really showed as he went 5-10 and tumbled 4 spots all the way out of Sanyaku. The former Sekiwake is still only 26 though, so with plenty of gas left in the tank, and at Maegashira 3, he should be a major dark horse benefiting from some of the lower ranked competition he'll get to face now that he's at that lower rank and file position. Last January was certainly one Chio Kuni would like to forget as he opened the Basho 0-10, solidifying a hefty drop in the Banzuke. However, he ended last Basho 4-1, so hopefully with some of the pressure of an 0-10 start now off, and with a little continuation of that hot streak, maybe Chio Kuni can bounce back against lower ranked competition this March. After a 4-3 start in January, Hokkaido's only top division wrestler lost his next 7 straight and nearly got himself demoted to Juryo with a 5-10 record. But the Sumo Association saw fit to spare Ichi Yamamoto by the skin of his teeth, as he is now West Maegashira 17, the lowest ranked wrestler in the division. However, he's only 4 months removed from a Juryo Yusho title, and his Oshidashi technique is always strong thanks to his long arms and superb reach. We'll be rooting for him to shake off that dismal January quickly so the fairy tale ride of this civil servant turned sumo pro can continue. So now that we can see exactly where each Rikishi will be fighting at this Basho, who has a path cleared for them to surprise us and succeed beyond expectations, rising from the Maegashira obscurity into the Yusho conversation a la Ishiura, Abi, and Kotono Waka last Basho. The former Maegashira 1 Kotoshoho had his last Makuuchi campaign derailed by injuries, but he's back with aplomb after a Juryo Yusho, and at Maegashira 14 and in hot form, I've got to expect big things from the Chiba man. Takayasu had to sit out in January due to a stablemate contracting coronavirus, and it wasn't all roses before that anyway, as he failed to gain a Kachikoshi in the last 3 Basho of 2021, withdrawing early with injuries from 2 of them. But before that, he had back-to-back 11-win tournaments and was pushing hard for a re-promotion to Ozeki. I for one refuse to believe this is the end for him, and am hoping that a tournament off allowed him to heal up from injuries more than just accumulate rust. 7 Kinboshi, 2 technique prizes, sterling careers at high school and college level sumo. Everyone knows the big man Hokutofuji has skills, but he's never fully put it together in the top division of professional sumo, capping out at a career high of Komusubi when many thought by now he's pushing 30. He would be challenging to become a Yokozuna. It's put up or shut up time after a shockingly bad January, so hopefully fighting at Maegashira 6, his March looks a lot more like his 11-4 November than his more recent 6-9 record. This is just a taste of the storylines that spring to mind out of this new Banzuke, so we'll have a more in-depth preview for both the Basho itself and Fantasy Sumo, including Fantasy Bids, coming soon, but nothing gets the blood pumping for Ozumo like a fresh Banzuke. The rise and fall of Rikishi really hammer home the stakes of each match, and it's a major reason why I love this sport so much. If you want to do some more research yourself, I've linked the official Banzuke in the show description, and again, we'll be back soon with an in-depth preview. But until then, thanks for watching everybody, and we'll talk to you again soon.